back to my new Jerusalem music studio. I've been living here about 2 months. It's a very beautiful place to live. I recommend it to the whole of the Jewish people should come here and live in Eretz Yisrael as speedily as possible. Now, in part 2 of this short series, I'm going to do it in 3 parts. I'm explaining the beginnings of what the notes are, the keys on a keyboard or a piano, and I'm also going to explain how to play a simple song, a Chabad song called Didan Netzach. And so here's the next thing I want to tell you. So basically in the first part, I just went over the names of all the keys, and we learned that this is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And if you're still not sure, take a look at the first video, and I will explain to you how you know what keys you're on. And you have to find middle C. By the way, it's very important that I tell you that in piano music, the fingers are numbered, okay? So no matter which hand we're talking about, left or right, the thumb is always number 1, okay? So this is finger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, the left hand's the same thing. Thumb is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So the thing is, the reason I'm telling you that is because that when you read music, almost always they're going to give you finger numbers. Now, I'm warning you now that you can't play music by finger numbers. You can do it in the beginning, and it is one way that people start. But as you get more advanced in your music, and it's not going to be very far away, the fingers are going to start, meaning you're going to be using different positions on the piano, and the finger numbers won't tell you what key to play. So be careful that you're actually reading the letters or the notes. Okay, now, Didan Netzach. I've written out here the letters of Didan Netzach. Okay, I didn't write out the notes. In a later series, I'm going to teach how to read notes. But the first thing I want you to know is that even though I've written the letters, music is written on lines and spaces. In this case, I wrote the letters. But the more importantly is music is read from the left side to the right side. So this is like English, okay? This is the first line. This is the second line of the music. This is the third line, and this is the fourth line. So when you play this, you read it starting here. I wrote the line numbers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I'll make a screenshot of this so that you can just download it. Okay, but the important thing now is that you're basically going to play it starting from this here, from this first C. This is going to be the first line. Then you're going to play this line. Then you're going to play this line. And then you're going to play this line. Now, another thing I need to tell you is you see these circled letters here. If you can't see them, don't worry. I will, like I said, have a screenshot of it. The circled letters that are on top, the C, there's only 2 letters. There's C and there's G and there's C and there's G and so on and so forth. That's for your left hand. That is not for your right hand. The melody or the tune of the song is written out in these letters that are not circled. And then in about a minute or 2, I'm going to explain to you how you include the left hand. Okay, so now here's how this works. Basically, the tune of Didan Netzach goes like this. It goes C, E, G, E, F, D, E, C. And that took me to here. Now the next part is almost exactly the same. C, E, G, E, F, D, G. That's the first part. Then it almost is the exact repeat until you get to the end. Excuse me. And then it goes C, E, G, E, F, D, E, C. C, E, G, E, F, D, C. Now that took me to this point in the music. So right here. Okay? Now I'm going to go to the second part of the song. It's pretty simple. It's D, 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 F, D, F, E, D, C. Next line, which is the last line. D, 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 F, D, F, E, D, C. Now, there's one more thing I forgot to tell you, and it's this. Firstly, initially, you have to set up your right hand so that your thumb, or finger 1, is on C. And for now, the proper setup for your hand, and your fingers, if you can, should be a little bit curved, and your hand should look like mine does. If you can see it, okay, where your wrist is not all the way up and it's not all the way down. It's almost as if you were to put like a ruler or something on your wrist, that it would it would be parallel with the line coming out from the piano. But that isn't so important right now. More importantly is that the fingers go like this. Your thumb in all the way through the song. Your thumb is on C, your second finger is on D, your third finger is on E, your fourth finger is on F, and your fifth finger is on G. Now, you don't want to move your hand or your fingers. Whatever note you need to play, whether it's C or D or E or F or G, you use the finger that is over that note. You don't want to move your hand. I know that you could take one finger and go like this. I know that, but that isn't the way we play the piano. First of all, we have, thank God, God willing, 5 fingers on one hand and 5 on the other hand. We should use them to play. Eventually, you're going to be playing a lot of keys at once, and you need to be in that position to play the piano. Now, in the next video, I'm going to cover what you do with your left hand to create the accompaniment or the second part of Didan Netzach, the background. Here we go.